Hi everyone, Vanquished Angel here again with another tutorial on how to speed up your Linux box. And today we're going to use this command. It's sudo apt-get install hdparm, sdparm, varnish, preload, prelink, and zram-config. Now, how does this speed up your computer? Well, hdparm and sdparm are power parameters for your hard drive, so they can make it work more efficiently or allow more parameters. So it's not really speeding up, but better care for your hard drives. The S is for SATA. Varnish. Varnish is interesting. It stores things in RAM and instead of being stored on the hard disk. And this is for massive websites or servers or things that are constantly handing out data, like Facebook or Wikipedia used it, or that Varnish just helps do that, keeps it in RAM instead of on the hard drive and makes it faster that way. So if you're uploading, it has a lot to do with that. Preload. Preload is exactly as it sounds. It preloads stuff into RAM so that your applications can open up a lot faster. And then, of course, there's prelink, and that is exactly as it sounds as well. Things that you commonly use in that are prelinked. Both of these can help during boot up as well. One of them makes it take a little longer, though, because that's where it kind of profiles everything that's being booted up and ran at that time. So it runs a little bit in the beginning there. And then there's zram-config. Now, for those of you that don't know what ZRAM is, of course, if you're using Linux, you really should, or even Android. ZRAM is zipped RAM. And what that is in Linux, you have something called swap space, which is usually a spot on the hard drive. And in Windows, its equivalent is Ready Boost, Virtual Memory, Intel Turbo Cache, or whatever the name they got for it. Ready Boost comes from like a USB stick. Intel Turbo Cache is like a RAM chip specialized that they have installed that usually the users didn't know about inside the computer. And it did this function as well. And then everybody knows about video memory. Well, ZRAM is taking it a bit further. So this stuff actually originally came in Linux. It was not in Windows, and it was called swap space, part of a hard disk that you could use when your RAM got full. Your computer would swap it out. However, the hard drive is slow, and it's a bit clunky, and it's like 1,000 or 10,000 times slower than RAM. So then your computer gets bogged down when it has to use the hard disk. So it still can use the task, which needs more RAM, but it's just going to be slow. And USB sticks kind of alleviate it from the hard disk, but they're not a whole lot faster. And that Intel Turbo Cache would be faster. It's just not been made compatible with Linux for some reason. But it's not that much faster. So ZRAM is zipped compressed RAM. It uses your computer's RAM and compresses it and zips it. So when you run out of RAM, your processor is going to zip what's stored in RAM, the unused files first, and compress it in that part of RAM, freeing up the rest of the RAM to run the programs that you're trying to run. ZRAM is kind of a blessing. And so since it's not using the hard drive, it's a lot faster than your standard swap space. Thank you very much, and have a good day.